Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Mantra 19. Maye Vasakalam Jatam Mai Sarvam Pratishtitam Mai Sarvam Layam Yati Tad Brahmadvayamasmyaham. In me alone, everything is born. In me alone does everything exist. In me alone gets everything dissolved. Who am I? I am that non-dual Brahman. So, in me only pratishtha of everything. In me only everything dissolves. The entire universe arises in me, remains in me, dissolves in me. Consciousness, I am that consciousness. And I am conscious of I exist, as well as the entire Brahman exists in me. Exists in me. When you get up in the morning, be the witness of your thought. I am, and I am only. Aware of that I am. Believe in that. Know in that truth. That when I wake up, the world is. When I fold the mind in my deep sleep, there is no world. When I wake up, there is a world. I'm going here and there and everywhere. But in deep sleep, I fold up my mind and there is no world. Clear? So what does it prove? So the world exists in my thought. The existence of anything depends on my attention. জগৎ তখনই আছে যখন আমি সেটা নিয়ে ভাবছি. The world is till there when I keep thinking on it. The object is in my thought. The thoughts arise in me and get shielded in me. And get back into me. As long as my thoughts are there, the universe is there. As long as the thoughts are there, I am the sakshi of it, witness of it. When there is no thought, that is only chinmatra, pure objectless consciousness. How will you come into that point? First, you start the journey as witness, sakshi bhava, everything. I am the witness of my speakerhood. You become the witness of your listenerhood. Be the witness of your pain and pleasure. Be the witness of your hunger. Be the witness of your eating. Be the witness of your thirst. Be the witness of your drinking. Be the witness of the whole world. It's easy. But being a witness of my own phenomenal, internal phenomenal stuff. Start from that point. Be the witness of your all internal phenomena. Stay away from the temporary thought. What comes and goes due to the samsara of many janmas. Sit on the lap of Sakshi. By doing karma yoga, bhakti yoga, by vairagya, try to come down your mind. With less thoughts, slowly the mind gets dissolved and remain as chinmatra, sadashi. My measures are created by me. I alone, the entertainer of my everything. See, the thing is, something different I want to tell. The effects, the whole world is nothing but the cause and effect. Mainly what we see, what we perceive, what we smell, what we hear, what we can touch, they are the actually the perceived world are the effect. The effects can never remain away from their cause. They are all born from their cause. They exist in their cause. And even if the manifested effects were to end their particular expressions, they can march back only to become one with their cause. The waves arise from existing and march back into the ocean. The ornaments gold ornaments arise from, the gold ornaments exist in, the gold ornament merge back to become gold. Similarly, the entire phenomenal pluralities that provide our world of relative experiences arise from Brahman. The supreme consciousness exists in it, and when the higher is experienced, the lower merges back into it alone. Brahman is the world's substratum, ultimately means that non-dual Brahman. When we pass from one plane of consciousness into another, we cannot ever smuggle into the new plane anything from the earlier one, isn't it? Suppose a perfect iron curtains exist between the waking, dream, and deep sleep states. At the frontiers, the high tariff walls built in massive strength are most efficiently guarded. The waking world's successes, joys, and relations cannot cross over its frontiers into the dreaming states or dreaming estates, you can tell. The dreamer's realm cannot leap over the frontiers that mark out the dark domain of the deep sleep. To the waker alone is the waking world to enjoy. The dreamer alone can rule over the dream kingdom or enjoy. That is not rule over, because dreamer has no choice that what the dream will be dreamed. The sleeper has no choice, no admission either to the fantasies of the dreamland or the wonders of the waking world. Three states of consciousness are reality absolutely different. So from this, it is evidently clear that when the ego ends in the spiritual awakening, when the experience of the pure Brahman is opened up as Brahman, one must experience therein the total merger of the entire world experienced by the ego. Ego is everything. Actually, ego means ahamkara. Ego is not the actual translation of ahamkara. Ahamkara means aham karoti iti ahamkara. The sense of doership. Aham bhokta, aham karta. That is aham. Just as the waker can cry out that his earlier dream has marched back into himself, and can also recognize that everything he saw in the dream was only a projection of his own waking mind. So too, through meditation, when the student transcends everything and ends himself up in the experience of the absolute, the roar of realization that will thunder through his silent heart is the content of this mantra. What we never perceived that we can't, what we never perceived in the waking world, that we can't dream. It's not possible. It may be that sometimes, many a times, or any time, you have seen that you are having two wings and flying here and there. Then you may ask that, Swamiji, I had never wings, or I have never seen a human being is having wings and flying. Correct. But you have seen human being, you have seen wings, you have seen flying. So in dream, the what phenomena will be coagulate with which another phenomena, that we don't know. And there is no control. In dream, there is no control that I will see that and I will not see it. Whoever fat I am, maybe my chest is 56 inches, but it's smaller than a mountain. But when we start dreaming, we go to Himalayas, we go to Mount Everest. Sometimes we ride elephant. Where is that Himalaya? Where is that elephant? Everything is in me. It arises in me, stays in me, and dissolves in me. When we wake up, till then, the dream is absolutely true to me. Many a times when we pay attention to the dream, then it becomes the cause of my sorrow or joy. If we don't pay attention in our dream, it doesn't matter. Dream, dream. Likewise, as long as we pay attention to the thoughts arises in my waking state, those thoughts are the cause of my happiness, mainly sadness. See, in the I just want to tell you one thing. In previous mantra, there gives us an indication that I am the Brahman, which illumines all experience. Which, as we said earlier in meditation, but in order to reach this field of meditation, the path is to withdraw our grace from our own vehicles, which is to be achieved by remaining in the attitude of a witness in ourselves. Correct. So, in the non to perceptible logic of thought that connects four mantras, 15, 16, 17, 18. They are concealed a sacred truth, which is the highest secret in the technique of meditation. First, the commandment of the rishis, sages, which is to be logically analyzed. Then intellectually it should be discussed, and clearly it should be understood. Like, tat tvameva tameva tat. It was in mantra 16, and it was the Mahavakya. Tat tvameva, that you alone. Tvam eva tat, you alone are that. Mahavakya. It's like Tattvamasi, that thou art. So the thing is, so first we have to analyze it logically. Then we have to discuss is in intellectually, and we have to understand it clearly. Shravan Manan Nididhyasa. Thereafter is described the subjective reflection of the truth, the declared truth. That is also one sort of mananam. Then here is an attempt to realize that one factor which sports as the waker, as the dreamer, as the deep sleeper. The world around us, being what it is, the difficulty experienced by the students is not so much in their inability to consistently contemplate upon this constant consciousness, but it is in the fact that contemplation gets dissipated by the disturbances that reach the mind through the sense organs. Thereafter, the intellect dances away easily into them to be lost in the triple sports of enjoyer, enjoyed, and enjoying. Bhokta, bhogya, and bhoga. To control the mind's impulses without ourselves getting involved in them, is the technique which is explained as the witness attitude. So, by this process, when the thoughts of the mind come themselves to rest in peace, the pluralistic world of three states of consciousness ebbs away, leaving the individual on the great rock of truth from which all are born, in which everything exists, and into which alone all merge back. Some few following mantras give the various indicative definitions of this unique and voiceless experience of the spiritual truth that we will discuss tomorrow.